Oh my god, I haven't made a video in here in like forever. This is so... From the title, it's probably confusing, like, how am I so cheerful? But I feel like I'm just like in a different mindset at this point from when this has happened. So now I'm excited because I get to make this video. Because I feel like this is probably a very common thing, especially in today's economy with everything going on. So people may relate to exactly what happened to me, and maybe we can like help each other out and like get a game plan going, and then I can tell you guys my game plan. And me from this channel, you probably see like what I used to do as working, which was I used to do dancing, I used to do waitressing, and I used to be in school for nails. I wanted to like get stable. I wanted to like get into a full-time career, so I got a full-time job. Sister, she's just so smart. I don't know. Anyways, she'd help me basically get my life together and like help me find... I have been like in the job market for a couple of months, and I was basically doing that stuff in the meantime. Obviously that stuff you can't like long term do that stuff, obviously. I mean, you can, but I feel like those are so like demanding on your body to eventually you're gonna get worn out. You can't like be standing on your feet all that time, even though it's great money, but like I feel like, you know, eventually your body is gonna be like, oh. So I wanted to do something where I could literally sit all day, and that's what I got. I got something where I could sit all day. So at this job, basically just like what I said, you sit all day, you work in an office for a corporation. My corporation was a corporation that was partnered by working for a bigger corporation. So it was a small corporation under a bigger corporation, and I'm not gonna say the name of them because I still have some pending stuff, so I want that stuff to go through before I badmouth them. This isn't really bad mouthing them, it's just really my experience, but I'm sure you guys will like understand. I wouldn't want like to do that, plus contracts and stuff. Anyways, did up with the shift that was about 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock, about 7. And this was like a fully remote position in the beginning. They just wanted us to go back into the office, so we had started going back into the office more. And initially was like, oh, we're just gonna be doing this for a little bit, but we ended up going there all the time. We were all working in teams, so for me, somehow every team that I was on, like the supervisor or the leader of that team got fired, or like, I don't know, I just kept switching teams and switching teams. And so eventually I got this lady, and she was just a very sick person, like sickly, I would say. So she would not come into the office. So most of our team was remote team, but for some reason I still had to come in. So I would go into the office with all the other team members and all the other teams that do like different departments or whatever, but I would be like the only person there from our team. I would kind of just sit by myself, and I don't know, this just made me feel like pretty isolated, but I just continued to do it because that's what they would ask for. So yeah, that's already like the first thing. Initially everything was going smoothly, I'd say. I feel like I'm pretty competent, so I just do my job, whatever job I have. I'm not a person that just like loves to work, but like for the sake of this, like I was excited to like experience my first real adult job. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put my best foot forward, I'm gonna do really good, I'm going to like always do my best. And I was like really exceeding and very good at my job, so I'm really proud of myself for that. And I completely took myself out of my comfort zone and like learned things that like I typically really didn't know things about stuff, which I'm really grateful for it now, because like now I know so much about cars. I added where things went wrong. So I'll just fast forward because things have been going good for maybe like a year. I was coming up on my 2-year anniversary. On my 1-year anniversary, this past couple months ago, we had got evaluations I got an evaluation to where I had gotten a raise, because I mean, it's just normal to get a raise every year. And I've been there about a year and a half, but I couldn't get a raise the last year because you have to be there for a full year. So I finally got my raise. I was so excited because I'm like, oh wow, this is great. Like, that means I'm doing good, right? I don't know. I really don't know what went wrong from that point, but everything went downhill. So I had gotten my raise, and then we had all started going into the office. My supervisor, who was initially sickly and couldn't come in, she had got the green light to come back in. Cool, right? I mean, sure. So I finally met her after a year of working with her for the first time ever. This is the first time I'm ever seeing her actually outside of being on the computer, and actually seeing the other people on our team as well, which is maybe like 2 people. After that point, some people had started like getting fired or like quitting, or like just like the team was just dropping off very slowly. And it was very noticeable, but I didn't really think anything of it, because I'm like, I mean, you know, like, it is what it is. I don't know. I didn't really think anything of it. Nowhere, I get written up. I get written up for performance. So they stated that I have the actual paperwork of it too. Let me see if I can pull it up. I was placed on a performance improvement plan. It says 2024, but it was in earlier of this year. It was a plan. It says here, this form is to start dialogue necessary to elevate your performance to the level required for your role. We will review this performance closely to ensure you are growing necessary skills, experience for your role within the next 30 days. So it was a 30-day performance plan, started on 1/28. It says, what, it doesn't really indicate anything after that, besides like a lot of stuff that she was supposed to do with me, which she didn't. So I'm doing my plan, everything's going smoothly, my performance is improving, I guess. Like, I'm not a bad worker in general, but you know, they have numbers and stuff that they have to meet. So you know, if I don't meet like 2 numbers, then I guess I'm doing a bad job. I don't really get it, but yeah. So I'm supposed to be doing 101s, whatever. And so I'm on this plan. I complete like this plan. It's only 30 days. So I feel like we're supposed to evaluate, like we should have evaluated in February. February had passed, and I like had gotten an award for my performance. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I don't know if I could show that because it might have the stuff on it. But anyways, I had gotten an award for my performance that said that I was a top performer for the month of, I think it was March. I was a top performer for the month of March, and I was just a top performer overall just for that month. So I would assume that would mean, okay, I'm off the plan, like I'm peak performing, whatever, yada yada. So yeah, things had went on from that point. My supervisor, then she disappeared. She went to the hospital and she never came back. And so we were then placed on another team with like this other lady. And this other lady, I'm just gonna call her Miss BBL, because she has a BBL, and that's just really all I know her as. So Miss BBL, she's like a supervisor for another team. So she basically starts like micromanaging me. She starts watching my screen. She starts like, she gets upset at me because when I'm working at home, I don't have all of the monitors connected. Like, sorry, I don't need like multiple 300 monitors, especially when I already have monitors of my own. Like, I don't want to connect and a whole thing up, but I'm like, okay, like if I don't need monitors, if quality assurance doesn't mind that I don't have monitors, if my own supervisor doesn't mind that I don't have 3 monitors instead of 2 because I only need 2 to work, then why are you all on that? So anyways, she takes it upon herself, because she's just so great, so nice, looking out for I don't know who she's looking out for. She just had nothing better to do. But so she emails my manager, who is like the biggest person there, and she's like, so we're gonna start a plan so that way if she doesn't have both of her monitors up, then this is gonna be grounds for you're gonna have to go home and you're gonna get written up. Girl, first of all, if I have the monitors up right there, I'm already at home. When I'm at work, obviously I have all the monitors because that's what they're supplying. But if I'm at home, like, I'm already at home. How are you gonna send me home when I'm at home? Girl, like, ugh. Anyways, so you can see where this is going, because it just gradually gets worse and worse. And sometimes I feel like some people just don't have lives genuinely, or like maybe they're miserable and like they need people to pick on or something. So if that wasn't enough, she then has someone from her team like help me out with all of my cases and all of my claims, and babysit me, basically. Like, yeah, so I'm getting babysat for like the entire month of May and June. Keep in mind, this makes no sense because I should have been off the performance plan, obviously, because it's only 30 days. This is 2 months later. There was like no notice or anything about like the reasoning for this or nothing. So obviously that's like foul play on its own, because why are you interpreting into like, why are you interrupting into another team's performance, or trying to, oh, she was just doing too much. In the midst of this, we get a new supervisor to work with while the other supervisor is sick. Tell me why this new supervisor we get, she gets sick too, and then she disappears. There's nothing that, because I don't know her, I don't really know what happened, but maybe she got fired. She was really like the only person that was trying to genuinely help us. BBL supervisor, she was just basically, I don't know, she just like stepping on toes. And then she'll like walk up to me in the office like, how are you doing? Like, lady, like, no, I don't like you. Like, just keep it professional and just like do your job, and stop trying to step on everyone's toes and like do too much and trying to get people fired, which is basically what she did. So I don't know if she could sense the energy of like that or whatever, but I was not feeling BBL. I was not. It's crazy because, yeah, I was just not feeling her. Unlike this other team's radar, I don't know. I'm just, look, I'm the type of person, like, I'm gonna do whatever you say, like whatever you're asking, you're gonna get it. So they're like, okay, well, we're just gonna have her monitor you. I'm like, okay, she can monitor me. And you know, I was like trying to say like what I typically do. Every time I say something, the person who's monitoring me is just like, no. So at that point, I just like shut down, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what, if you do such a great job, you do everything. So I pretty much just let her like do her job. Like, I will like talk to people or whatever, and I just hear what she says, how she would handle it and everything. And she was just, honestly, in my opinion, she did a bad job, and we were just doing too much work, and the other supervisor noticed it. But at that point, that supervisor left too, so I just let her do her thing. So anyways, fast forward to this month, which is June. Oh wait, yeah, June. So the supervisor, our typical supervisor, she comes back, and everything's like, oh yeah, we're gonna fix things up, we're gonna do great, we're gonna da, 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 woo, yay. Like, girl, you've been going for a month. You should just left at this point, because like, you coming back, not being able to work, and then she came back and she's still sick, and like, it's just a hot mess, and they're just letting her work, and she just like, no, it's just whatever. At this point, I really personally did not care. I was so checked out, and I had peeped just like the vibes of everything. Like, after that point, when I was being micromanaged, I had already started doing job applications, looking for other jobs. Like, I was over it. I started putting in vacation time. Like, I don't care. I was just like very like, okay, whatever. Like, obviously you guys don't care about the clients here, and it's kind of sad to see, and like, it disheartens me, because like, I genuinely am a people's person, and to see like what they're doing to like their clientele, like, these are actual human beings. Like, it's hard to work like that when you're an empath and you actually care about people, because like, you could tell like these people genuinely don't care. All they care about is numbers. All they care about is, it's just very hard to work like that. And obviously I just started checking out. Like, I can, I care about that stuff too, but at the end of the day, people have like huge egos there. And yeah, so the day that I actually got fired, so I had put in my vacation time because my boyfriend was visiting me, and I was so excited because we were gonna hang out and we were gonna have a wonderful weekend. So I had got a message from this supervisor, and she was like, make sure that you check on blank, like, make sure you check on Kitten's claims, like, make sure you check on her claims. I'm like, huh? Why would she send that to me? In my head, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, like, I already knew, like, I knew, but I was like, I don't think that she would like not tell me, because so me and her, we had a coaching. She was like, everything's going good, yada yada. This is why I'm just like so thrown off. We had coaching maybe like 2 days before. She didn't really coach me over anything. She just like, this is what we need, this is what we need. I'm like, okay, all right. And then we get our numbers. Obviously I'm in the top, but all the numbers are really bad. I want to like show like how bad the numbers were, but like, I'm like still in the top. So I'm like, if the entire team is failing, and they haven't been failing previously under other teams, like, what do you think is the common denominator? Yeah, so that's weird, but I don't really think too much about it, because I'm like, she would not, like, no, I don't think that she would just let me go to coaching and believe that everything was perfectly fine just for her to like be setting up for me to be fired. And I would hope that she would let me know so I could start looking for jobs. Wrong. So right when I'm setting up for my vacation, I'm trying to put in for taking off the entire day, and I couldn't get the entire day. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take off half of the day. So I took off half of the day. Before I can even leave, she's like, oh, come into this meeting room. I'm like, I'm a little busy right now with a client, but I will join after. I join after, and then I look into who was in the meeting room, and it's the HR lady. I'm like, bruh, like, are you really gonna do this before my vacation time? Like, girl, you could have waited till I got back, but go off, because okay. So anyways, you get into the meeting room, and there's like literally nothing really to talk about. She was just like, so you remember we have placed you on a performance plan. Well, you're not meeting the goal, and we are terminating people that are not meeting the goal. And oh, I'm sorry, I'm making so much noise. So yeah, she said we are terminating people that are not meeting the goal. My face was kind of just like, I was like, I wasn't really shocked because I've been expecting it, but I think it was more so shocking, like, dang, like, I just gotten a raise, everything was going good, and I didn't really have any problems. The only red flag I really saw was that she sent me that message. Another red flag, which I didn't mention earlier, so previously, the week before, they had decided to put out this pilot plan that is so good for everyone's mental health. The plan was to give everyone an hour-long lunch, but this entire lunch is going to take away a time frame from your overall hours, because we do get paid hourly. I'm not on salary, I wish. But no, so yeah, they were going to be taking away money from your lunch. So basically you're going to be losing about 3 hours a week and like 6 out, is that correct? Okay, about like 5 hours per paycheck. So you still will be full-time, but you're losing hours. So that, in my head, I'm just like, so I made a joke and I was like, wow, they're giving us more time to look for other jobs. Yeah, they really were. But yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. As soon as that happened, like, I just wanted them to send me a letter, but they did not send me a letter. They locked me out of all my corporation emails. They locked me out of everything. The same night I was completely removed from the system. They didn't send me any information. They still haven't sent me any information. It has been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's been 5 days. I haven't gotten any notice, anything saying that, just that they verbally stated it, and that is pretty much it. I went to go return my stuff because they were like, we'll send you something to how to return your stuff. If you don't return it, we'll take it out of your paycheck. I'm like, I returned my stuff extremely fast because I had seen that they were overcharging for that equipment anyways, like thousands of dollars. I'm like, yeah, y'all not getting me. You could take your stuff back. You could take everything. But yeah, that is it. That's my experience. I feel like now that it's over, I cried about it. I was sad about it. I blamed myself about it. And now I'm kind of just like, you know, I think that it was just a bad company to work for in general. And hearing all the signs, like, now saying it out, it's like, wow, like, it was really a bad company. And I haven't even gotten into some of the bad stuff, or like workplace drama, or like, you know, like the workplace culture and things like that. I haven't even gotten into that or said anything like that. So yeah, but overall, I think I'm okay with like not being there anymore. I plan on getting something better this time. So yeah, but that's my experience. It took a lot of mental stress. It took a lot of actual time, and like, now I feel like I can realign with what I'm actually supposed to be doing and like what I actually want to do. I feel like I lost sight of that working there. So yeah, the truth is, who knows what I actually want to do, but at least now I have a lot of time to figure that out. Overall, I rate the experience maybe like a 6 out of 10. The money was nice. That's about it. But I will be posting more videos. If you guys don't know, I have a other channel where I post like gaming content. That's usually what I do. Like, that's what I do in my free time, like gaming or like VR content or like stuff like that. So if you're into that, you can subscribe to my other channel. But yeah, this is pretty much the name that I have like on all my socials. So yeah, if you want to follow. But bye guys, I'll see y'all in the next time. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing time. Bye.